I'm going to be ranking the best diamond cards in NBA 2K23 My Team. We have a tier list here ranking from S that goes all the way down to D tier, and we have about 30 to 35 of the best diamond cards in the game. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below who are some of your guys' favorite diamond cards in My Team right now, and also let me know what you guys would change about my tier list. But the first guy we're going to talk about here is going to be Diamond Carmelo Anthony. I think he's probably going to be in that B tier category. He's definitely very solid for a diamond card. He's 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan, and the best thing about this Carmelo card is easily going to be this jump shot. Jump shots on quick timing, and he's also got a 93 ball and a 92 mid-range, with also having a 94 ball handle. So he's going to be a great offensive small forward. Defensively, definitely going to be a little bit of a liability, but offensively at least, this Carmelo I think deserves to be in that B tier category. Next diamond here on the tier list is going to be Diamond Caruso. I'm not sure if he's going to be in that S tier category. If you guys don't know, S tier is going to be my top 5 diamond cards in the game, so I'm not sure if Caruso is going to be in that top 5, but he's definitely going to be an A tier, 1000% going to be in that A tier category. He's a point guard shooting guard, 6'4" with a 6'5" wingspan. Looking at his defense, he's going to be an amazing defender, 90 steal, 91 lateral quickness, with a 90 perimeter as well, including an 81 block and a 74 interior defense. I will say though, offensively, he's not going to necessarily be a liability, but he's not going to be the greatest offensive point guard. He does have an 87 ball handle, 87 speed with ball. He's got an 87 speed, 87 acceleration. He's decent at going to the basket as well. So I will say Caruso is not going to be terrible at going to the rim and not that terrible offensive point guard, but he's definitely going to be there for defense. Also having Hall of Fame glove and interceptor, two of the best defensive Hall of Fame badges in the game. So Caruso definitely going to be in my A tier category. Talking about Diamond Ant-Man, I think he's probably going to be in B tier, kind of around the same level as a guy like Carmelo. Definitely going to be really solid for a diamond card. RJ Barrett, I think, is probably going to go in that C tier category. This card is really underwhelming. He had a very good pink diamond card last year. If you guys remember, he was so fun to use. I think he was in the maxed out 2 or maxed out 3 set. If you guys remember the pink diamond Reddish and the pink diamond RJ from last year, those cards were absolutely amazing. So I feel like this card's a little bit of a letdown. I mean, all around stats wise, he's not that bad, but his jump shot this year really doesn't feel the best. He doesn't have any good dribble sigs. He doesn't have the normal leaner. So he's definitely not a bad diamond card. Like, I would still say he's in C tier, not necessarily a bad card like in D, but I don't think he's on the same level as guys like Ant-Man and Carmelo Anthony. Talking about Ben Simmons, I think this may surprise a lot of people. I'm going to put Diamond Ben Simmons in that A tier category. I think this card is actually super elite. He's 6'11" with a 7-foot wingspan, and he can play this small forward position. Looking at his stats, yes, he can't shoot threes, and he's not going to be the greatest mid-range shooter, but other than that, his stats are absolutely insane. His 4 Hall of Fame badges are top tier, like Bully, Posterizer, Clamp Breaker, and Quick First Step. Like the fact that he could be your power forward with 91 speed, 88 speed with ball, 86 ball handle, and he's got Hall of Fame Clamp Breaker and Quick First Step. Like, he's gonna be able to blow by people at the power forward position, and he's gonna be very fast for small forward as well. So Ben Simmons, honestly, for diamond cards, guys, is gonna be in my A tier category, and maybe even in that S tier category. Talking about Diamond Danilo Gallinari. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. I know him as Gallinari, but yeah, Danilo Gallinari, I think he's probably going to be in C tier, just not on the same level as a guy like Carmelo, at least at that small forward position. DeJounte Murray, I think, is probably going to be our first S tier diamond. I think him and Caruso are very close, and I think you could say Caruso is better than DeJounte, and I think you could also say DeJounte is better than Caruso. Let me know which point guard you guys like better, Caruso or DeJounte. Me personally, I'm gonna go with a guy like DeJounte. He's just going to be so much better offensively than a guy like Caruso with a 95 speed, 95 acceleration. He's also got a 90 driving dunk, so offensively he's going to be much better than Caruso, also having a 95 speed with ball and a 92 ball handle. Defensively, they're going to be very similar on the perimeter. I mean, DeJounte's got 82 steal, 94 lateral quickness with an 89 perimeter, only going to have a 32 block and a 53 interior defense. So I will say Caruso going to be the much better interior defender, but all around, I'm going to say DeJounte is going to be an S tier diamond card. Talking about Diamond Danny Manning, I think he's probably going to be in B tier. Not a bad card, but I wouldn't say he's on the same level as a guy like Simmons. Talking about Diamond Runner Test, once again, I think a very solid card. He's kind of like guys, you know, kind of similar to guys like Lance Stevenson. I do think he's better than a guy like RJ Barrett, at least at that shooting guard position. Talking about Diamond Donovan Mitchell, probably the easiest choice on this list. Definitely going to be in that S tier category. Probably still a top 5 point guard in the game. He's 6'1" with a 6'10" wingspan. I mean, the card all around is absolutely insane. I still think think he's better than a guy like still better than a guy like DeJounte Murray, because defensively he's going to be insane. Like having an 80 block and a 79 tier defense is going to be really helpful, and he's got a great jump shot as well. So D-Mitch for me, 1000% going to be in that S tier category. Talking about Diamond Eddie Jones, I think he's actually going to be an A tier. This Eddie Jones card is a lot better than people are saying. Like this Eddie Jones, probably close to being a top 10 shooting guard. He's 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan. Stats wise, all around going to be insane. Like you guys can just take a look at these stats. They're going to be very, very complete, and he does have a pretty good jump shot as well. He's got the Michael Jordan dribble style, the best dribble style in the game. And then looking at his defensive Hall of Fame badges, he's got Hall of Fame clamps, glove, and interceptor, which are amazing to have for your shooting guard. So yeah, Eddie Jones, in my opinion, guys, is going to be in that A tier category. Talking about Diamond De'Aaron Fox, I think he could honestly be considered S tier, which is crazy. Like we could have 3 point guards in the S tier category, but I'm gonna put Fox and probably A tier for now. There's so many good diamond point guards in the game. DeJounte Murray, Caruso, De'Aaron Fox, D-Mitch, and probably some other guys we'll talk about later in the video. But De'Aaron Fox, I mean, he's super elite, bro. 6'3", 6'6" wingspan. He's going to be obviously super fast, 97 speed, 97 acceleration. He's actually going to be a really good defender on the perimeter. 88 steal, 94 lateral quickness with a 92 perimeter. He's got an 85 driving dunk, 97 speed with ball, 89 ball handle. He's got Hall of Fame clamp breaker, quick first step, and he's got pretty much every playmaking badge at least on gold. So I would say De'Aaron Fox going to be probably better than DeJounte. So I'm going to throw him in S tier, and I'm going to move DeJounte down into that A tier category. I mean, these 4 point guards are all very, very close. I do think D-Mitch is the best out of all of them. But after that, Caruso, Fox, and DeJounte, I think are very, very close. Talking about Diamond Aaron Gordon, I think he's going to be in B tier. Another very solid small forward, really good at going to the basket, but his jump shot is a little bit of a liability. But other than that, the card is very, very elite at that small forward position. Talking about Diamond Tyler Hero, I think he's solid. I don't think he's on the same level as guys like Diamond Artest. I think he's kind of like the same as a guy like RJ Barrett. He's 6'5" with a 6'3" wingspan, so the wingspan definitely lets him down. Defensively, I mean, he's going to be okay. I mean, actually, he's going to be solid on the defensive end, I should say. He's going to be a good defender. He's only got a 75 driving dunk, though. His jump shot really isn't the best. Doesn't have a good dribble style. Doesn't have a good leaner at all. So I would say Tyler Hero probably going to be in the C tier category. Definitely not a bad card, but I would say there's going to be much better shooting guard options, just like a guy like Diamond Iguodala, who is at 1000% going to be in that S tier category. I mean, if we're talking about a two-way card, Iguodala's up there with one of the best two-way cards in the game. I mean, he's 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan, and he's going to be amazing going to the basket, and he's going to be an amazing defender as well. So I think Iguodala all around is definitely going to be in my S tier category. Looking at Diamond Kevin Durant, I think he's kind of going to be on the same level as these 3 small forwards, even 4 small forwards. We got Aaron Gordon, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, and Danny Manning. I think are all going to be very, very similar. Talking about Diamond Kemba Walker, I'm gonna put him in C tier. I think he's a fun point guard to use. He's just a little bit too short, but offensively, he is definitely going to be a bucket. Talking about Diamond Shawn Kemp, I'm gonna throw him in that A tier category. I still think Shawn Kemp is an absolute beast at the power forward position. I know a lot of people don't like him as much as they used to, but this card for me is still super, super elite at power forward. He's 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan, and he's gonna fit the meta perfectly, being really good at going to the basket with a 95 driving dunk, 95 standing dunk. He's got a 97 vertical, 90 strength, Hall of Fame limitless takeoff, posterizer. He's got good speed, 87 speed, 87 acceleration, and he actually does have a really good jump shot as well, and the normal leaner. So for me, Shawn Kemp, yes, he's not going to be the best of defenders, but offensively, I think he deserves to be in that A tier category. Talking about Diamond Kenyon Martin, probably the worst guy on this tier list. I think he's going to have to go in D tier. I wanted to kind of mix it up and not just have like all of the best diamond cards. Also, guys, let me know in the comment section down below if there's any diamond cards I missed that I didn't put on this tier list. Let me know their name in the comment section, and I'll let you guys know what tier I'd put them in. Obviously, I can't get every single diamond card in the game, so if you guys see someone on this list that isn't on here, just let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll make sure to tell you guys where I would rank them. Talking about Diamond Jason Kidd, I think he's probably also going to be in C tier. I wouldn't say D tier, because I do think he's still kind of better than a guy, or still kind of around the same level as a guy like Kemba Walker. So I'd say probably C tier for a guy like Jason Kidd. Talking about Diamond Kiki Vanderway, I mean, this card just came out today, so I haven't really got too much time to use him or play against him, but just going off stats and badges and kind of what his jump shot looks like, I mean, not a good jump shot, got the MJ dribble style, the normal leaner, which is nice, But other than that, I mean, stats wise, yeah, he's probably going to be in that C tier category. Maybe you guys can let me know if you've tried him, or if you got him, or maybe you played against him a couple times. Let me know what you guys think about the card. But for me, I'm gonna throw Kiki Vanderway in that C tier category. Diamond Kuzma, honestly guys, might be a little bit surprising, but I think he's basically just a better Carmelo Anthony. And if we're talking about these 4 small forwards right here, I think he's the best at all of them. So I'm gonna throw Kuzma in that A tier category. Talking about Diamond Lance Stevenson, 1000% gonna be in that A tier category. A super elite shooting guard, definitely better than, you know, guys like Anthony Edwards, Ron Artest. I think he's just 1 tier above those type of guys. Talking about Diamond Latrell Sprewell, I think he's still a solid shooting guard, kind of on the same level as guys like Tyler Hero, you know, RJ Barrett. I think he's kind of around the same level as those guys. Definitely not that bad of a shooting guard though. Talking about Diamond LeBron, would I say Diamond LeBron's going to be in B tier? I probably would say Diamond LeBron's going to be in B tier. I mean, he's still very solid. There's just a lot of good small forwards in that B tier category, so I kind of want to put him in high C tier. I mean, you know what? I think LeBron, yeah, I think LeBron's going to be in B tier. I think he's actually pretty solid for that small forward position. Talking about Diamond Kyle Lowry, as much as I think he's actually pretty underrated, like I would much rather use Kyle Lowry over a guy like Kemba Walker, because he's actually going to be a really good defender, at least on the perimeter, but he's also got a 70 block and a 70 tier defense, which really isn't that bad. But if you look at his stats, other than not having a driving dunk, like this card's amazing stats wise, and he's got tons of good gold badges. He's got 34 on gold, tons for shooting, playmaking, and defense, which is really nice to have on your point guard. And this jump shot on quick timing is super fast and very easy to green as well. So Kyle Lowry, I don't think is going to be in B tier, but I think he's honestly going to be one of the better cards in C tier. Talking about Diamond Magic, now this is an interesting one because I think he's probably going to be in B tier. He's definitely a solid point guard. I just haven't got too much time to use him, but he is 6'9". He can obviously play the point guard position. Stats wise, I mean, he's going to be similar to his pink diamond. You're not going to notice a massive difference. So I would say maybe Magic is an A tier. Let me know if you guys have used this card, the Diamond Magic Johnson, where you guys would put him. But for me, I'm probably going to go high B tier, but I think you could definitely make an argument for throwing him in that A tier category. Looking at the next diamond card is going to be Fernando Martin. And unfortunately, guys, they absolutely messed up this Fernando card. He is an absolute garbage man this year, where compared to last year, he was one of the best cards in the game when he came out. But he's 6'9", can only play the power forward position. Defensively, going to be pretty average. Like stats wise are pretty bad, like only a 73 ball, 85 speed. Like he has nothing too crazy stats wise. He literally has no shooting badges in the game, and his jump shot really isn't the best. Doesn't have a good leaner. He's also got Joel Embiid dribble style, which is really not the best for your power forward. So yeah, Fernando Martin, as unfortunately it is, I think he's going to have to be in that D tier category. Talking about Diamond Mikal Bridges, I think he's going to be in B tier. I think he's another very solid small forward. Like all of these guys in B tier that can play small forward are all just very similar in my opinion. Talking about Diamond Moses Malone, I think he's going to be in that A tier category. I do think he's an elite power forward or center, depending on what position you want to run him at. Talking about Diamond MPJ, I think once again going to be another A tier category. Once again going to be another A tier card. I think for small forwards, he's better than Aaron Gordon, Carmelo, KD, Mikal, and LeBron, and Danny Manning as well. I do think he would be the best small forward out of them, so I'm gonna throw him in that A tier category. Talking about Diamond Dennis Rodman, is it crazy to throw him in S tier? Like, I think this Dennis card is an absolute beast. I mean, I'm not gonna go over him too much, but he's 6'7" with a 7'3" wingspan. He's probably the best defender all around in the game. He's definitely the best rebounder. I'm gonna throw Diamond Dennis Rodman in that S tier category. I think he's super elite, especially at that small forward position. And then Diamond Wiggins to round off the tier list is gonna be in the A tier category. So guys, we gotta move one guy from A tier up into that S tier category, and I'm kind of leaning towards even Kuzma. I think is a pretty good option. Eddie Jones, Ben Simmons, Caruso, DeJounte. I think it's going to be between Caruso and DeJounte, and I think I'm going to throw Caruso in that S tier category. But let me know in the comment section down below, what would you guys change about my tier list, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.